A dialysis patient who used to resist treatment accepts his treatment thanks to the medical staff. Tzu Chi volunteers in China provide love and care to couples who lost their child. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Tzu Chi. Thank you for joining us. In Malaysia, there's a dialysis patient who has been undergoing dialysis treatment for 9 years. In the past, he resisted undergoing dialysis treatment because he was worried that he could not work anymore. Fortunately, with the encouragement of the medical staff and of the patients, he decided to undergo the treatment.
来找有我的太太，这个家他已经是说刚起一半了。
Sin Boon-hin once resisted going to the Tzu Chi dialysis center.
In the past, I resisted dialysis treatment. However, after I underwent the treatment, I felt it was all right, as I could still work. Now I tell people about my experience. After that, that patient told me he should have undergone the dialysis treatment long time ago.
After Sin Boon-hin witnessed how other patients are still mentally healthy, he changed his attitude towards undergoing dialysis treatment. It is the 10th year he has been undergoing dialysis treatment.
I thought that undergoing dialysis treatment meant that I could not work and support my family. However, at the Tzu Chi dialysis center, I've seen a patient still working as a blacksmith. Then I felt there is still hope. I can still work and make pastries.
Sin Boon-hin has let go of his worries, knowing that he could still work. His wife has been his biggest support.
When he is tired, I try to do more work so he can rest more. When I cook, I prepare dishes that he can eat.
After undergoing dialysis treatment, my life has changed 100%. I no longer drink alcohol or stay up late. I hope to lengthen my life.
I do feel tired sometimes, but I cannot do anything about it. Seeing our child grow up, I feel very happy.
Sin Boon-hin's transformation has meant that his family also feels fortunate. His change of mind has helped him start a new chapter of his life. As we continue our review of Tzu Chi's footprints in 2018, we'll take a look at what happened in September and October.
In September, Tzu Chi held free clinics in Mexico for people affected by the earthquakes in 2017.
Por este grata visita y este regalo y este apoyo que nos siguen dando.
Entonces te quiero a ti, y lo quiero a él, y lo quiero a él, y la quiero a ella. Eso es lo que nos enseña Tzu Chi.
Es otra oportunidad, la que la vida me da y las personas me brindan.
Por lo poco que yo conozco en este momento de la fundación, creo que sería de beneficio para toda la religión.
Hemos recibido mucho apoyo de parte de ustedes y yo lo siento que es gratuidad.
With Tzu Chi's help, this man was able to rebuild his home after the quakes.
Esta tarjeta, me dieron una ayuda y con esa tarjeta lo que he hecho esto.
Many locals were inspired to join Tzu Chi.
La enseñanza que te dejan vienen a demostrarnos a nosotros que sí se puede.
Me di cuenta que lo más importante en la vida es el amor, la bondad, la compasión.
Several of them came to Taiwan and took refuge in Master Zhengyan.
你我师徒，我们要共事一件事，是为天下而付出。
From that moment onwards, there have been local Tzu Chi volunteers serving those in need in Mexico. In September, Indonesia was hit by 2 powerful earthquakes in one day. A tsunami followed, sweeping away houses in several coastal settlements. A team of Tzu Chi volunteers took a military aircraft to a worst-hit area. After supplies were flown in from Taiwan, local volunteers started to provide hot meals to quake survivors with the help of local soldiers. On the Indonesian Navy's hospital ship, the volunteers gave out cash gifts to the injured. Tzu Chi's medical volunteers also went to the disaster areas to serve. In mid-October, Tzu Chi and the military signed a memorandum to build houses for quake survivors.
Terkait dengan rencana pembangunan 3.000 rumah tersebut dan
Master Chen juga selalu filosofinya adalah mengatakan bagaimana klaster-klaster rumah itu yang kita mau bangun itu harus layak tinggal seperti yang kita mau tinggalin sendiri. Jadi betul-betul bukan asal bangun gitu.
In 2018, Tzu Chi Indonesia turned 25 years old. In 2002, when Jakarta was hit by severe flooding, Master Zheng Yan advised local volunteers to help with the cleanup and build houses for those affected. Now, Tzu Chi has built schools, hospitals, and a TV station in Indonesia, serving the locals regardless of race and religion.
Agamamu, agamaku, tapi we can work hard. Itu kan cuma satu rumah beda kamar itu aja. Satu rumah beda kamar, ada kamar Islam, kamar Kristen, kamar Buddha, kamar Hindu. Ya beda, nggak sama, tapi dalam perbedaan itu kita bersaudara.
Work together to solve these global issues.
他是我们的导师吧，也可以说我们的再生父母。
In October, an express train derailed in eastern Taiwan. "18 lives were lost and over 200 were injured. Tzu Chi members immediately mobilized to help. They visited the injured in hospital, prepared hot meals for those at the crash site, and brought comfort to the victims' families. In October, the houses Tzu Chi built for quake survivors in Cananga, in Leyte, Philippines, were completed. In Ormoc, Typhoon Haiyan survivors also happily moved into their new homes. Back in 2013, Ormoc was devastated by Typhoon Haiyan. Tzu Chi volunteers quickly hired the locals to clean up their own communities. Ormoc was brought back to life. 5 years later, Tzu Chi went back to Ormoc to hold a 3-day free clinic.
Yes, very good, very good.
Galang, magmahal. 很有爱心，很有爱心的意思。
Okay, you can do it, I can do it, all right?
To pay love forward, many people in Ormoc started saving a little every day to donate to Tzu Chi. After heavy rain caused flooding in Manila, Tzu Chi paid those affected to clean up the city.
Tulong na yun yung kwan ni Master Chen. Maraming pong salamat.
Kung lahat ng emosyon, yung nasugatan ako, nabubuga ako, nabuwing ako, lahat na ng sakit parang nawala. Kasi diba, sobrang laki ng tulong.
In October, Tzu Chi Canada worked with Humber College in Toronto to open a traditional Chinese medicine clinic.
Working with the Tzu Chi Foundation, we will also provide the community with access to regulated, high-quality traditional Chinese medicine therapies.
A symposium on traditional Chinese medicine was also held. In 2016, when Alberta was hit by wildfires, Tzu Chi volunteers went to help. Starting in 2017, they further supported a program to help young students in the worst-hit area to recover psychologically from the disaster.
We pride ourselves on doing what's best for kids,
and you have made all the difference in helping us with it.
To show his thanks, a mayor presented Tzu Chi a city key.
Thank you again for all the generosity that you've shown our region.
Okay, thank you. What I'm sure this master.
In our continuing series about water shortage, today we take you to Kenya again. In a village in Kenya, there's a sanitation crisis caused by a water shortage. As a result, 90% of the students in the village are infected with sand flea disease. Their plight shows that solving the water shortage problem in Kenya is urgent. – 17,000 people live in Kawenj, Kenya. There are only 3 restrooms in the entire village. The Canadian priest who came here in 2010 saw the sanitation crisis caused by water shortage. His first step is to provide education opportunities.
I started building a primary school, and our goal is later to build a high school over here. So my dream is to help these people.
Maybe temporary structures here, and then permanent structures here. Toilets at the corner. Yeah.
The future school will be built on the land purchased by 3 priests. In the blueprint, restrooms are the most important. It is because the current elementary school only has 3 small classrooms built with cow dung.
And you can imagine this is the playground for 420 kids, and behind you is the only washroom for 420 kids, and I thought somebody has to do something.
The restroom the priest referred to is built with simple wood pieces without water to flush the excrement. The school's well is only 20 meters away from the restroom. The well is 3 meters deep and without filter system. Therefore, diseases could be caused by the contaminated water. What is worse is that there's the threat of sand flea disease. Sand flea is the smallest known flea, measuring only 0.1 centimeter. It lives by sucking the blood of the animals, including humans. The female flea burrows under human skin and toenails, laying eggs.
After eating some food, they will go out to play. When they play outside, they become infected with sand flea.
Without water to wash feet, sand flea disease has spread in the village. For instance, the 2 brothers who are 7 and 4 years old have been infected with sand flea diseases for more than once.
And then most of them are poor. Personal hygiene is very poor. They cannot even afford the soap and water daily for bathing. So you find out that these are the children and that most of the time are infested.
An NGO from Taiwan named Step 30 has been sending people to Kenya to work with doctors to clean sand flea on people's feet with soap water.
When I wash their feet, I could feel that they are twitching because of pain. Sand flea is a problem in this area.
After washing the feet, one can see the bite marks left by sand fleas. The bacteria can enter people's bodies through the wound, threatening their lives. In Kenya, it is estimated that 1.4 million people have been infected. In Kawenj alone, 90% of students are infected with sand flea disease.
The jiggers, and they cannot take care of them unless somebody washes them. Unless somebody washes their feet, they cannot do it on their own.
As long as they put on shoes, they can avoid being infected. As Step 30 encourages the residents to wear shoes, the children reluctantly put them on. However, there's still a vicious cycle.
The main reason of jigger, I may say, is water, because without water, they can't bathe, they can't wash. So this is the main problem that causes the jigger challenge.
At an age when they should enjoy playing and being naive, they're already plagued with a sanitation crisis caused by a water shortage. According to reports by UNICEF, in Kenya, there are still more than 30,000 children less than 5 who do not have access to clean water. Solving the water shortage problem is urgent in Kenya. To assist the elderly parents whose children have passed away, city volunteers in Liaoning, together with volunteers from other areas, brought daily goods to 194 families.
At 5:30 in the morning, Tzu Chi volunteers are delivering goods while it is minus 15 degrees Celsius. Women can also do heavy work like men. The preparations for this winter distribution are ready. Some of these parents are still grieving over the death of their children. The city government told us about Tzu Chi's charity mission. After we contacted them, we realized you wanted to help those families who have lost their children because you understood their pain. Some elderly people require Tzu Chi volunteers to accompany them home. The volunteers also hope that seniors can feel better by wearing new clothes. These seniors' families have become a large family after the volunteers came.
家里面要是有啥困难，你找谁？第一个想起来的是谁？想他们。有一天你们也能出来，跟我们一起来关心邻里邻居，关心那些需要帮助的人，好不好？好，好，好，好。我有这决心，我有这决心。谢谢啊，不客气，不客气。
Sunny is one of those who have worked out the grievances. If she doesn't come out to volunteer, she'll feel empty. She'll call us and ask where she can volunteer. If I don't take her anywhere, she'll become agitated. I'm grateful to Tzu Chi because when my spirit was at the bottom, Tzu Chi moved me. Tzu Chi volunteers walk into these families so the elderly can get help and support without worries.
Today we meet张凤祈from New Taipei City, who grew up in a miner's family. In 1992, he joined Tzu Chi, and he was diagnosed with cancer last year. He has vowed to get better after chemotherapy to help more people in need.
有一遍，我经过一个五行街，一个三角汤，去给买一个馒头。 看讲门口讲大几轮单，每天的第一个客人要捐给慈济。迄当时我对朱姐完全是陌生，朱姐是咧做什么，完全拢唔知。
Walking through the streets to buy bread opened the Tzu Chi path for Zhang Fengqi.
The owner of the shop told me that Tzu Chi helps the poor. I said that I have a stable job. She said that if I had $3, I can also do Tzu Chi's work. At that time, I will pay $6 a month. Later, we did the same as the bakery and donated the first purchase of the day to Tzu Chi.
Later, he was certified as a chichen and a commissioner. His wife, Shen Bixia, also supported the establishment of the Hualien Tzu Chi Medical Hospital.
He used to be less considerate, but after entering Tzu Chi, he changed. So he's very special, and in my next lifetime, I will still marry him. Right, it's been hard. He has lots of brothers, though I'm not afraid.
Not afraid of more brothers, as Zhang Fengqi's family has 7 brothers and sisters. As an eldest son, he was respected from an early age. This elder brother not only looked after his own family, but also others who help others in life.
I participated in the rescue group very early and experienced quite a bit. During the 9/21 earthquake at the East Star building, it was quite dangerous, but we had to undergo a search and rescue because it was life and death at the time. During such rescues, you forget about life and death. You only cared about those affected by the disaster. And the TransAsia air crash also was a situation where we were focused on saving people first.
Treating his Dharma family like his own family, he frequently hosts people at his family's pomelo farm during harvest season.
Everyone is united and they love each other. In this environment, everyone can grow together. Every time pomelos at our home are ripe, if Tzu Chi has an event, I invite members of our extended family to come when they have time. They come to tour the pomelo farm and everyone is very happy. This is what I want to do, is I treat Tzu Chi members as part of a big family.
I have been driving the recycling car for more than 25 years. But just last year, I was diagnosed with lymphatic cancer as he needed to take a rest.
兄，好久不见了。
叫熊力呢。
哎呀，什么时候让我出来再继续学呢？父母师兄，他带给我们看到的是。
Brother Feng Qi has showed us a lot of things. He doesn't need to explain everything. He just shows us. When we are in the recycling truck, he shows us the dangerous areas and cares about the new people, as he is the one to remember with gratitude.
An old man has been in service for more than 60 years. During this rest time, I always miss Tzu Chi. Each day I do Tzu Chi and will continue to do so. After I have been recharged, I will continue to do my volunteer work, everything from rescue work to recycling. As long as they reserve a position for me, I will continue to serve.
In Sanchong district of New Taipei City, a care recipient, Mrs. Xu, lives with her mother, brother, and sister. Their income is unstable, but they're still content. Mrs. Xu's only son passed away due to liver cancer last October. To fulfill his wish to donate his bamboo coin bank, the 4 people donated to Sanchong Jingsi Hall.
4 members of the Xu family work 12 hours to make about 400 slippers a day.
Sometimes they make less than $300 a month, which is pretty much a month's rent. I want to help her, but she's been very humble and won't accept our support.
Dharma Master Zheng Yan teaches us that joy comes from contentment. I'm happy as long as I have food to eat and am able to sustain my life.
Contentment is the most precious wealth of the Xu family.
It may only be a few pennies, but we don't mind. Master and volunteers have helped us so much, so we must cultivate blessings and give back to those that are less fortunate. The money is not much, but it represents our compassion.
Mrs. Xu's only son passed away due to a liver cancer 3 months ago. His last wish was to donate the bamboo coin bank. They fulfilled his wish and donated the bamboo coin bank at the Sanchong Jingsi Hall.
I wish my mother a good health. Her health is the most important thing to me.
Mrs. Xu cherishes all she has and keeps a compassionate heart because being able to give is what truly makes her happy.
This year in Fujian, China, many entrepreneurs provided vegetarian year-end banquets to their employees. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.